Chris, one of the reasons I wanted to talk to you specifically is because you question Alex Jones, a high-profile defendant in his defamation case. In your experience, in your opinion, what might the strategy be from Dominion's lawyers when they get Fox News's high-profile hosts, their executives on the stand?
Well, Alex Jones is a little bit of a unique person on the stand, and to cross-examine, they're probably going to be dealing with somewhat more sophisticated individuals. But the motives in the case against Alex Jones are exactly the same as the motives that Fox News is going to have to deal with. And that is that they had the emails and the communications in that after they called the election in Arizona, they fast started losing audience. And that caused a panic within Fox News. They were losing ratings. They were losing their audience. And that's when the narrative shifted for Fox News, when they decided to choose their other than publishing the truth of the election. And so just as Alex Jones had a profit motive for spreading false lies about Sandy Hook because it generated his audience, so did Fox News. That cross-examination is going to be very compelling because the jury is going to be wondering, why would they spread lies?
Angelo, amid this, you got Fox News airing an hour-long interview with former President Trump. Do not worry, to my viewers, I am not going to show you that interview, even a clip of it. The Washington Post put it, Trump simply allowed to prattle on at will. As someone who watches business, Angelo, what does that tell you?
Two things. One, it was like the good old days when you were watching it for Fox News, where they would basically give Trump the floor for 20, 30 minutes without even asking him a question. Tucker Carlson basically said like 10 words in the first 12, 15 minutes of the interview. He just let only things Tucker said was to reinforce the idea that the election was stolen. He said, some people say Joe Biden won the election. That was the introduction to the only question he asked Trump during that time period. So, I mean, part of it is that they have to, and it sort of demonstrates the fine balancing act that they're sort of walking here, which is that their audience and cater to them to some extent. It's, to me, very striking because just last month, it was the first month ever where another sort of Trump rival actually had slightly coverage than Trump on Fox News. That has not happened for years. Ron DeSantis has not happened in years that somebody else has gotten more coverage, and boom, they're right back now. And so to me, what it tells us is that this is going to be part of their fine balancing act. They're squeezed between a rock and a hard place. But that is very, very clear is that they're going to continue to attack the elections. They're just not going to use the and to an extent, they're still deeply captive to the part of the audience that is has so much allegiance to Trump. So much so that they will give him basically a full hour uninterrupted during prime time from a host who has repeatedly said